I bought it from this lady in the middle of nowhere. I was just driving and there was a random shop that had guitars. I was like, whoa, this place looks crazy. And this nice lady in there. I'm like, how much for this banjo? She's like, $150. And I was like, okay, I'll buy it. I bought it. I went to a gig like 3 days later, and this older musician who I knew over there. That should do it, right?
Yeah, that should do it.
I was like, yo, Steve, I bought a banjo. And he's like, where'd you get a banjo? I'm like, this place called Cider House. And he's like, you got a banjo from them? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, did you get a KKK application too? And I was like, no, why'd you say that? And he's like, cause you can get, he's like, who sold you the banjo? I'm like, this nice old lady. And he's like, yeah. She's like, she has KKK applications. You can get them in there. I'm like, what? That's crazy.
What?
So I wrote a song about it. I wrote a diss song to this woman.
Did you write it on the banjo?
The banjo's featured.
I actually played, this banjo was used in Feed You, the song Feed You.
Yeah. Feed You.
Yeah, and then, then I...
You should have played it, should have made the song on the banjo. Have a seat.
The banjo's on the song, for sure. But I'm gonna burn it. I'm gonna burn the banjo. You already gave her my money.
Yo! Welcome to Beers and Bars.
Your place for rapid fire hip hop discussion and of course great beer.
I am Kamal Kiddo.
OT the Golden Child. Thank y'all for checking out last week's episode. We are back with a new episode.
Yes, we are back. Episode 105 this is.
Yes.
That's how long it took
That's
for me to be on the show.
Exactly. It took a while.
We got a guest. Where are we? Who's this guy?
We're in the acoustically perfect recording studio of Mathien.
Wow. Yes. Yeah, man. Chicago recording artist, right? I would say, I think I've defined, or I've said your style before on camera, but I don't really know what to define it as. Because it's just awesomeness.
Well, thank you for saying that. That's very nice. What I tell people is what I've been telling people lately, especially since my last record, Bad Friend, my second to last record, I was telling people it's disco influenced, disco funk influenced, like soul music. Yeah. I can do it.
This guy, hospitality.
That's what I'm talking about.
This was just sitting in my pocket. I have this on me anytime.
Yeah.
Disco funk influence. Oh gosh, disco funk influenced soul music with sleepy vocals and dark lyrics.
There you go.
Interesting.
There's also some.
And that was Bad Friend.
Bad Friend, yeah.
Yeah.
But even
let's get to Good Friend in a minute.
Yeah.
What are we drinking?
Oh, okay, yeah. We was finna go. Okay, all right. Today we are drinking. This is Distorter Porter from Greenbush Brewing Company.
Distorter Porter.
Yeah, so this is a porter here. It's 7.2% alcohol volume.
This is rich. This is like stouty.
Mm-hmm.
Where is Greenbush?
Oh my God, this is good. It's up in Sawyer, Michigan.
Shouts to Sawyer.
Yeah. Here at Greenbush, we've always known that good ideas often start over good beer, as do good hip hop conversations. Look at y'all. Y'all need to holler at us. We always know that there's nothing like talking. Talking a good idea too far. You're reading this, so you must be one of us. Enjoy the first step into taking an idea.
Right now.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Off a good idea. This is thick. This is rich.
Yeah, well, it's a porter, so you know what I'm saying. It's gonna have some roastiness to it, maybe some, I don't know, cocoa sometimes, chocolate flavors, typically, so.
That's nice.
You dig it though?
I like porters and stouts in the wintertime.
That's exactly why I picked this, because it is, it's cold in Chicago.
I almost want it to be colder though.
That's what I said. I only had about
the beer.
I only had about
the beer.
15 minutes of, you know what I'm saying, because I had to go to Benny's and get this, so, it didn't sit in the freezer as long as it should have.
To me, it's a perfect temperature.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it.
Topic's going to be, of course, this week, we're going to talk about Mathien and his new album, Good Friend, and we all are
going to get into it?
Yeah.
We're just going to let it roll?
We can just do that.
Okay.
That's cool.
So what should we talk about? Should we get into your joint first?
Go ahead and ask me questions.
All
I'll
right,
answer.
so check this out.
First of all, our history. We all went to school together, all right?
Oh, yeah.
So let's just, we've actually done a Why You Sleep on Mathien, right? Like Why You Sleep on Mathien.
Yes, we have.
New album called Good Friend dropped recently.
Last week.
Last week.
1 week ago today.
Okay.
And they're still sleeping.
They still sleeping.
Still sleeping.
Get out there.
Still sleeping.
Woo!
Yo, mixtape.
I'm digging the joint. I guess I would start. Tell us like how long ago did you start creating it? Like, was it right after Bad Friend? Or
I usually start as soon as I put a record out. I start making the next record like the next day. I have to. It's my favorite thing about putting a record out is that I get to start another one. So it's usually the very next day I start recording new material, and I very rarely keep like the first track that I record. I just need to kind of get it out of my system.
Okay.
True.
But let's see. After Bad Friend, I was living in Toronto. I moved back to Chicago in February. So from February to now, I recorded it, and I also record a lot of it in Amsterdam. I was in Amsterdam for 2 weeks, so half of the tracks on there are pretty much done out there. So that's why it actually took me a little longer to make the record, because I had to get like parts and piece everything together from all these different places I was living.
Right.
And then sort of make sense of it, and it just took a while.
Okay.
Yeah. It took longer than usual.
What number album is this for you?
I think like
it's a lot of albums
yeah,
to go
yeah.
through.
I mean, it's probably like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can, but also you gotta look at like, Local Nobodies with Suleiman.
Yep.
My first record that's not on any platforms anymore. That's, if someone has a CD of that, it's the only way you can listen to it.
What up, TikTok?
Wow.
Yeah.
You know he got everything, so yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
One of my favorite joints that I wanted to talk to you about, Hell If I Know. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to read the line. All right? I came kind of prepared. You know what I'm saying? Slightly prepared. You said on there, so many words to say, only in silence out on my way. What is that like? Me personally, I think sometimes silence is the best. Is maybe what you were kind of getting at, but I don't.
Definitely. I don't know. I think the older I get, the less I say. In social situations, I don't talk as much. I don't talk as much as I used to.
Play something? Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Just low.
Okay.
But go ahead.
No, you missed it. You missed the line.
I did. I missed the line a little bit. Yeah. I'll start it from the beginning here. What kind of the beginning?
All the confusion.
This is Hell If I Know.
So many words to say, only in silence I'll know my way.
So many words to say, only in silence. That has to do with probably meditation. I'm not really I don't really meditate.
Yeah.
But I used to. And I sort of apply the ideas of meditation to life. So in a way, I kind of meditate. If I'm walking down the street or something, I'll just try and clear my mind. And,
I like to meditate. So
yeah, your thoughts are this big wheel.
Yeah.
And there's so many thoughts that you're having, but in the very center of the wheel, it's not moving at all. And that's where you want to be, in the center, where your mind is clear and you're not really, and that's when you have your clarity, and that's when you can kind of like examine maybe problems you're having in your life.
Yeah.
And so many words to say, only in silence I'll know my way. That's where it comes from for me.
I dig that. As a meditator. So yeah. You want to start?
Shouts to the meditators.
Yeah.
True. My question was, if you have, what's the name of the soul horns? Soul food horns?
Yeah.
If you have them on every track, which I think is every track, right?
They're not on Hell If I Know. Hell If I Know is the only track they're not on. And
So-
it's really one dude. It's a guy named Luke Cox. And he's Dutch. He lives in Amsterdam.
So why feature him on every song rather than...
Because he's an independent artist like I am. And I just want... sometimes maybe one of those songs will end up on a playlist. And I just want people to... I want him to get traffic to his Spotify page.
That's dope.
Yeah, but it is a little redundant. I mean, he's a part of Mathien essentially. You know?
Right.
So I did give some thought to talking to him about that and being like, yo, can I just say you're a part of my group and give you your publishing and all that? And but I don't know, I like he's got his own thing going on too, and he plays with a lot of other artists. So I do like to sort of try and generate traffic to his page, you know.
Okay.
I feel you on that. Who is Doug?
Oh yeah.
I shouldn't say this, but I will. I will tell the story. I was.
Can you? I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of don't give a fuck. It's really up to you guys.
No, you're good.
There's a song called "Thanks, Doug."
So, this is Thanks, Doug.
Yeah.
I was at a barbecue, like a few blocks down, and people were getting real drunk at this barbecue, and this dude named Doug kept on coming up to me, saying, "Hey man, you like magic mushrooms?" I said, "Yeah, from time to time I'll eat some mushrooms." And and so he's like, "You want some?" I said, "Yeah." He would pull out mushrooms out of his pocket.
Yeah.
And I could tell, like, oh, this is magic mushrooms. And he gave me like a couple caps, a couple stems, and I think he thought that I was eating them. I was really just I had an Altoid container, and I was just putting them in the Altoid container. Yeah. And he did it like 2 other times throughout the night because he kept on forgetting. So he came up to me like 2 other times.
So he kept just loading you
Same
up
thing.
with
He's like, you like mushrooms, man? And every time I was totally capitalizing off of this guy's generosity. And I was like, yeah, I love mushrooms. And he said, he gave me some more. And then a few days later, I did wake up and I ate the mushrooms and I recorded this song. And I named it Thanks, Doug. I'm trying to get it to him, but usually people like that, they're hard to get a hold of because they're participating in illegal activities.
Right.
Yeah, he's been tough to
I
get a
hope
hold
Doug's
of.
okay.
Yeah. He's a landlord. He's a landlord. I know the guy that he rents to. I sent it to
that was the part you probably shouldn't have said. But
well, there's a landlord named Doug. Yeah.
Right.
Another song I like on here, and then we'll kind of get onto some other topics. What's It All For? The drums are cracking.
That's my friend Ilya.
This is hard.
Yeah.
I've already said I might have to sample this, bro. Which also made me say I'm gonna have to holler at you about some soundtrack work, man.
Okay, yeah. I do a lot of that. You know that?
Yes, I bet.
This is just funky, man.
So what happened was when I went. So Luke brought me out to Amsterdam, and when I got there, he had booked 3 shows for me and a bunch of studio sessions. So he brought me to this rehearsal space, and these Dutch dudes like were playing, like they knew my music. I mean, we sent them a little set, and they had studied it, and they're all music students. And Ilya on the drums.
I think I saw the video clip you sent me of that, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, Ilya, they're all young kids too, like all 19, 20-year-old kids. And they're just like slamming musicians. But we were, rehearsing for these shows, and you turn it up a that. Well, the piano part,
Yeah.
there was a grand piano in there, and I was just playing this.
Yeah.
And he started playing along, on the drums, he started playing along to it. And we had, between the 3 of us, we had, 2 or 3 mics. Yeah. So we just mic'd up his drums, and I said, hey, let's fuck the rehearsal. Let's record this real quick. And so he recorded the drum part. Then we recorded the piano. Yeah. And then I brought it back here, and I recorded the rest of it in this room.
Nice.
On the spot, in the moment.
Yeah.
That's dope.
That speaks to also what you were saying, being in that moment, right? You were recognize, no, forget everything else, let's do this.
Yeah. And then, some people would say, oh, we have to focus on this show, and we need to rehearse these songs. It's like, nah, we got an idea here.
Right.
Capture it. That's dope.
And
that's freaking dope.
This was a tough song because there's so many different parts to mix. And this girl, Sophie, who sings at the end of the song, she just came through one day to Luke's apartment, and she recorded her part there. She just ad-libbed everything. Yeah. And Luke said, man, she's the only vocalist I've ever worked with who I think can out-sing you.
Damn.
And when he said that, I was like, that hurt my feelings, bro. That hurt my feelings. I still think about it, Luke. If you see this, I'm still hurting about that. But Sophie, I mean, she's an awesome singer.
That's what's up.
Where can people get the album at?
Everywhere, except the record store. You know, you can get it on your phone.
Okay.
Spotify,
Yeah.
Tidal.
Apple Music. Good friend, Mathien. Make sure you check that joint out, man. It's a topic you brought up. This is something you wanted to Aquemini.
Yeah.
Are we gonna do this as one of the classics?
Yes,
Because Aquemini is a classic, right?
it is.
So why Aquemini? Why did you wanna?
It's to me the most classic record of all time is Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd.
Mhm.
I mean, just front to back, it's like just so beautiful.
Yeah.
And to me, like Aquemini is the rap. Dark Side of the Moon.
I can see that actually.
Yeah, because it's just like
Because of his landscape.
the
Yes.
skits, the stories, the
skits.
fucking thunderstorm.
Yeah.
There's one track on there that I don't like.
What is it?
Papadonna!
I love that joint, Mamacita.
Is it good?
Come
Should I listen to it again?
on.
Really?
That's hard. Yeah, I don't like.
You know
this
what?
song. This song throws the album off.
I like this feel though.
It feels very East Coast to me.
It does, but
It feels very woo-ish,
when they
maybe.
but when they get to rapping, it's southern. It's
That's true.
It's
Okay.
it's Dungeon Fam, and I can feel that. I feel that energy.
What about the flow of Andre on this joint, man?
Oh.
I mean, but
No, that's on Aquemini. But on this one, he's everywhere.
Oh,
like
yeah,
it's
Niggas
Dope.
Under the Gangsta.
Peace, you know what I'm saying? Peace, my
Do you think Andre 3000
He was
is
snapping on this. He was upset. That's what I think.
yeah. over everything that was going on with him, like people questioning his
Yeah. What's wrong with Andre? Is he gay? Is he on coke? You know.
yeah. But the unorthodoxness of his rapping
Yeah.
on this song, it's almost like you're just talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's really no rhythm to it. I mean, there's no cadence. He's just fitting as many words as he can into a bar,
Which
and
is
then
dope,
rhyming
though.
at the end. Yeah.
Like which fits with this joint, and this is a Jay Electronica sample too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay Electronica
Well,
sampled this too.
So it comes from the movie Midnight Express. Have you seen
You got the content.
Have you seen
I did
Midnight
not know
Express?
that. No.
No.
So it's this movie about this guy who goes to, it's a true story, he goes to Turkey with his girlfriend and he brings back a bunch of hash for his buddies. He straps a bunch of hash to his body and he gets caught and they throw him into a Turkish prison. He's in Turkish prison for like 12 years or something like that.
Wow.
And then he escapes. He gets out, and it's a true story. I saw the person who it happened to. I saw him do like a TV interview. But yeah, the theme to the Midnight Express is.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch that movie.
Is this organized noise?
Yes.
Yes. They hard.
Okay. I'll
Did you
bring
know-
those later on. But
Did you know that CeeLo sang the backup vocals on Waterfalls by TLC?
I think I
know that.
from
I
the
didn't know
Netflix
that
doc.
he did the. I didn't know he did the background.
CeeLo was
vocals.
underrated.
Did you know that Don't Let Go by En Vogue is organized noise?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
amazing.
Well, that's only because
They're amazing.
I saw
Everybody saw
the
that
thing,
documentary.
yeah.
Everybody saw the well, you should go watch the organized noise, you know what I'm saying, thing or whatever. So or the Netflix doc. Yeah.
But I mean, Liberation is classic.
Yeah.
Spodioti Dopalicious is classic. I mean, there's some
That
quality
is on
songs on here.
I just love
Parks
live.
is a
I love
singer.
live drums. You know, there's so many so many live drums in this record, and hearing such high quality rap over live drums,
Over live
is
instrumentation
great.
is
Oh, yeah,
great.
this joint's hard.
I think Andre's
Liberation.
verse on the last his verse at the end. My mind warps and bends, whatever, like
Do it.
yeah,
Do it
yeah,
from the
yeah.
beginning.
I can't.
No, rap it.
I can't.
Okay.
My mind walks in. That's all I got. That's all I got is that part. I don't know what he says after that.
That's the hardest shit since MC Ren.
Yeah. You know the whole joint.
No, I couldn't do it either.
This is the only time Big Boy outshined Andre too, right here.
And Big Boy's verse
His
is
spoken
better.
wordness.
Yeah. He was in love,
Spoken
man.
word
He was in
was
love.
hard.
That's not to take away from Andre either, but he did
But
kind
this
of.
this
Oh my God, this is just ridiculous.
he's our musician.
Yeah,
And then when the horns come in,
that's classic.
I wonder who sings at the beginning.
oh yeah.
That's Sleepy Brown, maybe, right? Maybe.
Probably.
Oh yeah, that's
The
probably.
guy, I can't wait, and
That's probably.
I like the way you move and all that. Maybe.
Yeah, it sounds like him.
Oh, let's pause for the horns.
I remember when I was a young boy. We went to Myrtle Beach on a family vacation, and my brother had this in his Discman. And I remember we were on the pool side, and I put this, and I was listening to it. I was in 7th grade, and I remember watching the water. I was just in the pool, and the sun was hitting the water.
Were you on magic mushrooms?
No. Okay, yeah, I was.
Yeah.
No, but I was watching the pool and like the sun, the way that it was hitting it and everything, and the music sounded like the water.
Sounded like
it really did.
It brought it to life. Damn.
This sounds like water. This song.
Yeah. It's just beautiful, man.
That bass.
If you don't think Aquemini is a classic,
is crazy.
I mean, you're just tripping.
Aquarius is a water sign, right?
Yes.
Aqua is in the word, right?
Yeah. Aquemini, classic joint. What we gonna do now? We're gonna try to. You said you couldn't think of anything for the producer.
No, I got one.
Let's do Yachty first. Let's do Yachty because this is your man's. Your man's.
You like Yachty, huh?
All right, so check this out. Yachty dropped Nothing to Prove. I think Yachty was a talent to watch in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't a fan of One Night, but I was a fan of some of his other songs on his first mixtape.
Yeah.
Or not his first mixtape, but the mixtape that had One Night on it.
Yeah.
So I watched him.
You've been watching him, yeah.
I like his character, you know what I'm saying? But his rapping is not, it's much to be desired. I mean, you know, he's not like a giving you bars type of rapper.
Yeah.
I think he knows that.
And I think he knows that. He has nothing to prove. You know what I'm saying? He has nothing to prove. But, and so with this album, it's like listening to an artist who is trying to find his way to me, because he started in the game at like 17, 18 or something like that.
Yeah.
And it sounds on this album he is still trying to find his way. Like there's some things that he does, but this album is a bunch of different sounds and it's not cohesive.
Well, do your thing, man.
You know what I'm saying? The song with Trippie Redd is one of the best songs on here.
That's the best song on there to me.
You know what I'm saying? It's the best produced song. And it actually made me want to listen to Trippie Redd's album.
What's the name
like
of it?
I've heard.
You need your,
Yeah.
I don't know where it is.
Yeah.
Go ahead, though.
It's
Forever World.
Forever World. That joint is hot. The sample, you know what I'm saying? The way it's produced sounds like nothing else on his album. Nothing.
Yeah.
Why would you even put it on there? It don't fit the sound of your album.
Yeah, I heard this. I did like this.
This was I think this is his best album. But I mean,
it's probably
I didn't like the other albums at all. You know,
it's probably one of his best, but at the same time, he's not.
Yeah.
It's not special to me.
Yeah.
And I watch Yachty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, to me, memorability, or hearing a song in it like something memorable, and even going to a show, I want to remember the songs that you played. Even if I've never heard them before, I want to remember at least one of them.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that I listened to on the record that I was like, oh, I remember this song. You know?
Okay, I feel you. I mean, well, you guys, you let us know what you think. Lil Yachty, Nothing to Prove.
Okay, continuing, you know, we was talking about how we're all from SIU and whatnot. EP dropped recently from Open Mic. All right, well that's what I knew him. He's now with Open Mic Eagle. Or that's what
Open Mic Eagle.
He's always been Open Mic Eagle.
Yeah,
he has been.
I always say just Open Mic. I don't know.
I mean, he's known in the. I mean, to me, it's just Open Mic just because SIU he was tearing up rappers as Open Mic,
killing people.
But he has always been Open Mic Eagle. You know Mic Eagle. Open Mic.
EP drop. What happens when I try to relax? My speaker just died, so.
Oh man,
it's okay though.
I wish I had internet.
Yeah, but we can do it on the phone as well. Yeah. I've already told a story about how I had to freestyle next to him, and I've completely lost my shit, and I vowed never to come whack again.
Yeah, he is. I mean, and I have also already said that he's definitely in the top 3 freestylers ever that I've ever heard that have been like, God, dog, like he is freestyling. Yeah. Straight off the top of the head.
Nasty.
And it's dope.
Yeah.
It's dope. Like Juice is up there.
Yeah.
Common.
Yeah.
You know, old Common is up there. Like Common now, he was probably freestyle, but I ain't really heard him really get off on bars freestyling recently. But Open Mic though, and Juice, they up there. They're up there. But with this album though,
I dig the EP. I dig
I do
pretty much
too.
all the songs that are on it, man.
I do too. He can rap, man. He can rap, and he prefers the almost like never-ending story type beats. Like Nightmare Before Christmas type beats. Like they're very.
I think he's making a lot of the beats on this record.
He does make a lot of his production. He does a lot of his production, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, he's very like it's all very, very distant worldish. It's all very like like visceral. Like it's not your typical rap.
Yeah. No, it's art rap.
It's like art rap.
It is.
That's what he calls
it.
Like
art
too.
rap. Yeah.
You know, and the same thing with like, you know,
like
Single Ghost. This joint here. This is I like this one a lot. Single Ghost.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the idea of ghosting somebody, but actually turning them into a ghost. Yeah.
That's like trippy.
That's that's a very great, strong idea. When I heard this, I was like, what a great concept.
So he's conceptual, man. Like he's
he
that
is
kind
very
of MC.
conceptual.
Like he says, art rap. Like he's really, painting these pictures that you really have to like listen and think about.
How can we get Open Mic on this show, man?
If Open Mic, I went to his show 2 years ago when he was here. And I chopped it up with him like briefly, like, hey, what's going on? Blah blah blah. Him and Saba had a show.
From the dorms?
You crushed me in a cipher? No, I've crushed many. You know what I'm saying?
I've crushed many.
I've crushed many.
But you gotta talk to Senyo.
Word.
Oh yeah.
That's the connect.
Dang, man.
That's easy.
Talk to Senyo.
Okay.
Or go to LA.
Senyo, what up?
I want to go to San Diego, but that's a whole.
Go to San Diego.
He's not there. But he's in LA.
Right.
Open Mic. What happens when I try to look? Check him out though, man. Open Mic Eagle. When I try to
Open
relax.
Mic, can you meet us in the
Yo, I'm in San Diego. I know that's like 3 hours away, but yeah.
Right.
Debatable topic. The last one, right? You have a chance to make one classic. You have one producer, one MC. Who are they?
So I thought about this a lot, and I thought about, Alive or Dead. Can we do that?
Yeah. Well, for sure.
Well,
it's hard for me to think. I mean,
of course, I was thinking Dilla, Dre, all these people.
Yeah.
But I ended up wanting to do something with current artists, and I would love to hear a track with K-Tronada producing it, and Saba rapping over it. It might exist. It actually might exist. I don't know.
I think
it actually might exist.
It might, but
Saba is
that's gonna crush me.
I saw Saba's Tiny Desk.
Amazing.
Bruh.
Amazing.
Yeah,
his Tiny Desk was so good.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
It was like listening to a record.
He's
amazing. It was.
Yeah.
But to see him perform it,
and his dad was there.
His dad,
who is the blueprint for I think a lot of what he does with this music. You know what I'm saying? Like he was a neo soul artist of the '90s, I think, trying to make it and whatnot. And now he's with his son. Like that's just a.
He's probably so proud.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's so proud. I'm sure.
That's good though.
But yeah.
K-Tronada and Saba.
Yeah, it would be nuts.
It might exist.
What's K-Tronada's album? The 99% or something?
Yeah.
That's a dope. Check that out.
My favorite K-Tronada track that he produced is the Gold Link. Fall in Love. Have you heard that?
I had to. Is it on there? No.
Ooh, it's a single.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not on any album.
Ooh, I haven't.
I'll play it for you after
BEERZ
turn
BARZ.
on the cameras.
Let me get another one.
Go ahead. Yeah. I'm going Organized Noise and Kendrick Lamar.
That would be awesome.
God dog it.
That's where I'm going. Wait, that was yours?
No.
Okay.
That's way too specific.
Just because I think if you listen to Good Kid, Mad City, I think he's heavily influenced by he has an Outkast feel to him with a lot of the textures and tones that he plays with a lot of times.
Yeah.
I just think he would kill. Like imagine Kendrick on like Aquemini over some of those beats.
Yeah. The character switches.
Exactly. That's what the kid you would get like 13 different characters on one album. You know what I'm saying? Like
but we've gotten that before though.
we have, but not with
But
I
not
feel
with
what you're
that.
saying.
Right.
So my pick is Kendrick and Organized Noise, man. That's what I'm going. And it's on you, sir. K-Tronada Saba, Kendrick and Organized Noise.
It's so many, man. It's hard, man. It's too many, bro.
Biggie over
I would. No.
Okay, fine. Whatever.
I like Foo Fighters too. Yeah, go ahead.
I would almost want somebody to, like, I would want somebody to do something over, like, Portishead or something like
Ooh,
look at you.
Kid
Yeah.
Cudi over Portishead.
Yes.
that. That'd be
He's the
good.
first person that came to mind because it's just really depressing.
It really
Just
is.
really
But-
sad. Make a really sad record.
Yeah.
Nah.
Over some crazy trip hop beats, though. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, banging, deep rap drums. You know what I'm saying?
Portishead. Who else would go good over Portishead?
Yeah.
Travis Scott, but
Travis Scott
what
might
if you
go
dig
crazy.
Travis? You ever listen to Travis Scott?
No, I didn't get into him. Not in a way, like not in an opinion sense, but
Yeah.
I just haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's good, though.
Yeah. Who'd you? Well, you didn't get. You're not getting off. You're not getting off.
Yeah, what is yours?
The Beers and Bars. No, you got
Beers and Bars.
You're not getting off.
I mean, I don't know, man. I dig that sound. I want somebody to do something over something in a live way, and they use, I don't know, but I would say Portishead with somebody. I don't know.
Okay. Portishead.
Let's really
Or
hone
like
in on
somebody,
this.
or you know what I'm saying. We've been listening to like the Expressions,
Okay.
Lee Fields and the Expressions. Somebody do something with the Expressions.
Portishead, and we need to find the
Kid
artist.
Cudi is a good one.
Cudi's a good
Yeah.
one, man.
But
I'm
I don't
honest
know
with
if
you.
I'm like all the way solid
not really
with
rap
choosing Kid
either.
Cudi. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want somebody to like give me some bars.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know then.
Hey man, maybe I'm gonna say JLX, man.
J Electronica. Oh god. If that ever happens, JLX, put your
Right.
album out, please.
I'm waiting on his album, but somebody need to do something with Portishead.
We
Get
see y'all.
Beth Gibbons back in this limelight.
Chris Mathien. Well, Mathien. That's the artist
You
name.
can call me
Mathien.
Chris.
Apple, Spotify, Tidal. Get your A Life of Love t-shirts. Luella Cole.
Luella Cole. Oh,
Beers
wait
and
a
Bars
minute.
t-shirts. Luella Cole. Untitled playlist.
This is for you, man.
Oh!
What is this?
That's his
My
DVD?
latest film project.
Yeah. And you can also get this at
Untitled
Luella Cole.
playlist.
Dang.
Yeah.
Did you go to Italy?
I didn't go to Italy.
No.
No. I just got a film called Italy.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Kamal.
Yeah, man. We getting back into it.
Greenbush.
Greenbush.
Distorter Porter. Beers and Bars. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Distorter Porter, who's a good rapper that we could put on the Portishead
And
record
Disorder.
in the Porter Potty, and I'm sorta
Smoking Borders.
mother.
Contortion. You saw Chris D'Elia's version of Eminem? Contortion.
Yeah.
Put your portion in force.
Get a divorce in the door hinge.